So if you haven't seen this car before, this is our 2001 Crown Victoria that we specifically built to do burnouts. And we put an LS in it, and so far it's been a great burnout car, but it only does a good burnout in first gear. But hopefully after today we can change that with the upgrade that we're about to throw on this thing. And that upgrade, brand new nitrous kit. So hopefully we can throw this in the car and can do a good second, third gear burnout, but we have no way of really telling without putting it on and trying it out. So we're gonna go ahead and slap this thing on, and then hopefully maybe this video, maybe next video, we'll be able to try and do a second gear burnout. All right, so I thought before we go ahead and install that, I want to go ahead and do a quick oil change on it and check over everything. So just a reminder, this oil filter and the oil that's been in the car have been in it since Bristol. So September of last year, and it's done 3-4 good burnouts on it, like rev limiter burnouts, sitting there redlining, getting hot, all the abuse you could possibly think of. And we have bearing material. I mean, it's to be expected. There's a lot of metallic, but with how the engine's been treated and how it's been run, I'm not surprised, and I think we still have a pretty healthy engine. Because even just starting it and letting it idle before we done this oil change, it was sitting at 60 PSI, like a good strong 60 PSI for a couple of minutes straight without dropping at all. So I really don't think we have any big issues to do with this engine. I think we'll be good for another season, and we'll probably do, I guess, a refresh at the end of this year. This coming winter, the very end of it, after the last comp of this year, we'll probably do a good tear down of it, replace bearings, replace lifters, and go from there and see how it looks. But I think we're still good for one more good season. So we're gonna finish this oil change real quick, and then we're gonna get right back to putting the nitrous kit on. Well, it's been a couple of days, and we're back in the garage now after the oil change, and we've already started on the nitrous kit. As you can see, we've got a pretty stealthy install there. You're not really gonna see it unless you're looking for it, but it's going right there in the intake. Following back to the back of the motor, and we've got the solenoid on the back of the firewall. Hopefully it's good there. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't blow up right there with a lot of engine temp, because most of it's right here in the exhaust. So hopefully we're good right there. But I've got the car jacked up, and we're gonna go ahead and start running the line under the car, and then from there we're gonna go into the trunk with the nitrous bottle. And it's already sitting there, hasn't been mounted, but that's probably where we're gonna leave it. Shout out to the OG exhaust, still holding strong in the trunk of the car. But everything's ready to be done. Just got to run the line, drill some holes, and hopefully we'll be ready to do a good second gear burnout. So I'm going to jump right into running that line, see how well it goes, and make sure I don't f anything up. So let's get to it. All right, we're back. We've got the nitrous line ran down after the solenoid, going all the way to the back. And then all the way back here where I decided I'm going to move the placement of the bottle. We're going to put it right here in this little corner, which I couldn't get done by myself. It's supposed to go somewhat like that. Bottle's supposed to go there. Hose is supposed to go in the bottle, but I gotta wait on Jordan to get here to help me out with that because it's not really a one-man job. But we got that done. And don't judge the wiring, but it's done. All we have left to do, because I've got the switch to turn it on, and then the actual button, which I can't find any good ones around here. I'm probably gonna have to buy some online, so we're just using this for now. We've got that done. Now all we gotta do is just hook up the Holly to my laptop and actually set it in the computer to have that so it knows when I'm spraying. But other than that, we just gotta get the bottle filled up and then take it to the dyno and see how it does. So I'm gonna go ahead and flash the computer real quick, and then here in a day or two, be a second for y'all, we'll be able to see how it does on the dyno. So here we go. All right, so we're back here on another day. We got Jordan over here now. The way we had the wiring set up before, I don't think the computer could have stopped it. If, say, something got too out of control for it and it wanted to stop spraying nitrous, it wouldn't have been able to, because the way I had it wired before is it would just straight spray when I was pressing the button. So we've got it wired up a different way now, and I'm hoping it works, but we haven't been able to get it successfully working. So we're hoping that it's just because the engine's not running. So what we're getting ready to do real quick is we're going to fire it up, and Jordan's going to hold his hand on the solenoid. And also, like I was telling Jordan, technically the engine should bog down because it should be giving it extra fuel, and we have no nitrous actually being supplied. So it should give it extra fuel and just make the engine bog down. And Jordan said, there might be a fireball in my face. So I said, well, let's get the camera out and find out. So
just in case.
Just in case. So what we're going to do, I've got it set up to where it should be anything above 27% throttle and anything above 500 RPM. It should enable as long as I'm holding the button. So we're gonna turn it on real quick and see what we get. And hopefully it'll work, because I'm tired of wiring. So here we go. You ready?
Yeah. Shadow, come on.
He'll leave.
He'll leave, yeah.
No bueno. All right, well, we're back at it. So now we have one light on. And if I press our handy dandy button, second light turns on. So now technically, as long as the engine's running, the solenoid should flip, and Jordan's gonna be out there to tell us. So we're gonna start it up. I'm gonna lower the TPS trigger down to 0 just so I don't have to, well, maybe not. I'll set it at like 5. I'll set the RPM to like 500 because we'll already be there. And then let's just see what that does for us. We'll see if Jordan can feel a click or not. You ready?
Yep.
Alright, so we should be set up properly now. We took the multimeter and made sure we was getting power to the solenoid when we pressed the button. So now we're going to take and actually confirm that Jordan can feel it. So we're going to start the car up real quick. I'm going to press the button and he's going to tell me if he can feel it or not. Here we go. Alright, well, we got the bottle hooked up. Everything's pressurized like it should be. It's not at full pressure. It's pretty cold right now. We got to get a bottle heater. But we're going to test it out and make sure it sprays first. We got the hose off of the intake over there. Probably can't see it, but we got the hose pointing straight up. Jordan's going to plumb the hole with his finger that goes to the intake so we're not running lean or anything. And we're going to test it and make sure it sprays. Which it should. But we're going to find out.
Better spray.
It better spray. All right, let's do this.
Good to go.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. So we went back here to the trunk. We went on ahead and mounted the bottle down there instead of up there like I originally said. With the way the instruction said, it said we need to have it back here and angled down with the sticker facing up. So that's what we got. So now we got that. And the line plumbed up pretty good. It could be a little bit shorter, but it works good. So now we're going to go ahead and back the car out of the garage. Hook the fuel pressure gauge up to it because we changed the fuel pump. Our tuner, Nigel, he said that it would be best if we went on ahead and upgraded the fuel pump with us having to run more fuel. So we went on ahead and upgraded the fuel pump. We're gonna back it out real quick, hook up the gauge, and see what we're running at. Make sure it's about the same as what the stock Crown Vic fuel pump was, which it's probably not. So we're probably gonna have to adjust for it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So let's back this baby out, see how we're looking on the fuel pressure, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Plug everything up right.
Let's check here. What's that one? That one was loose. Haha, I found one loose plug on the back. Or plug wire. I mean, it slid a little bit. It didn't slide much, but I got that one. Well, you give it another shot?
Maybe I gapped him too tight. Ready?
I don't know. Yep, we're ready. Hmm?
We're down a hole. Did you hear that? Like, listen to it. So we're definitely down a cylinder.
Alright, we're gonna get back with you guys. Alright, we're gonna give her another shot here. I think we found the problem there. Take two.
Take 2. made it to the dyno. What do you think we're gonna make, Jordan?
About 420, I'm gonna go for.
So you guessing 420?
420.
Well, I'm gonna guess 410, because when we initially had the car dynoed, it was a little bit cooler out here, and we dynoed originally at 320. We got 100 shot in it, so I'm gonna say we're probably gonna be about 410. With the heat change and everything, and hell, we might even be down the cylinder if we don't know yet. We haven't tore into it. Hopefully it lives on this dyno.
So far it's looking okay, but
So far, he said it looked good. He didn't seem too worried about it, so we're just gonna roll with it and see how it does. But got a little bit of a catch can check before we do the first dyno pull, see how it's looking.
and I'm just gonna be wrecking the leaves.
Yeah, we got plenty of them in the car. We need to get all these out from down there too. Probably can't really tell. A bunch of leaves down in there still. So the can's loose.
This is what happens when you leave the hood off for too long.
Do what? Alright, so we'll pull the stick out. Oh, we got a bunch of water.
Some water in there. Yeah, that's what I said, we might have to dump it.
Condensation. I'm surprised. Yeah, it's only water. There's no oil in there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Does it smell like water? It looks like water.
Yeah.
Just got a little bit of water.
The water don't have a smell, but...
As long as it's not gas, I think we're all right.
I was gonna say,
If we got gas in here, then we got way too much gas in the car, and a hell of a piston ring leak.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna shove this back on there and go for the dyno and see how we're looking after.
Found the
A zip tie. Hell
That's
yeah.
spares.
Hell yeah, spare zip ties. All right, so we've went through a couple of shots now. We started at the 100 shot, went to the 150, and now we're at the 200. No, we didn't even start on the 100.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, so we started on the 150 shot. It's picked up decent power, but he said initially whenever he tested without the nitrous, it was already down like 50 from what it was when we first had it tuned a while back. So we're not sure what the issue is. It might just be the headers we put on. It might just be weather. It could be a both, or it could be a combination of both. But either way, he's playing around with it a little bit. We're at right now we're at 200 still, and he's played around with it a couple times. I think he's gonna do 1 or 2 more hits, and I guess we'll see how it turns out, and then we'll probably end the video off there. So we'll get back to the next dyno pull and see how it does, and we'll show you some numbers. Well, we made it back home with the car. She's running good, so we're gonna take it out on a rip real quick and see how it does with the nitrous, but that'll be in the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you guys.
Hell yeah.